stand. What's something you have your eye on at the start of the season?
Well, every year we have a new rule or some kind of change in the officiating that affects how games are played and called. So it's something to watch for.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got James, and it's Nedovic in at the shooting guard.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Baldwin. There's the drive. Clock at 6. Here's the pick from behind the arc. Horton Tucker can't hit. Here's Dozier, defended by Horton Tucker, and finished off by Tice.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Hall. Melly, the pass to Cabangeli. Tice with the defensive effort. Here's Dozier, defended by Horton Tucker. Here's Mirotic. To the paint. Here's Tice. And finished off by Tice.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
The home team calls timeout.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Over to the left wing. Outside Horton Tucker. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's Baldwin. Banked it in off the glass.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Pass to James. And there's the rejection. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here is James. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Hall. Pass to Baldwin. To the middle. Here's Cabangeli. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Dozier. James deciding where to go with it. Inside. It's stolen. Here's Hall. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. He does not get the second one.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Pass to James. Here's Dozier. Puts up a deep 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Hall. Pass to Baldwin. Good work defensively by James. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Nedovic. James, left side. Here's Mirotic. Here's Dozier. He picked up 10 in his last game. Tice sets a screen. There's the three. Knocks down the triple. Dozier's got his second bucket on the night.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
Here's Baldwin. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to Kevin Gelly. From the elbow. Baldwin's shot is off. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Nedovic. Down low. Here's Mirotic. Here's Dozier. Misses the three. Shooting 43% to get this one underway. Here's Horton Tucker. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first. Pass to Nedovic. The three. Nails it from 3. Nedovic has got 5 now.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
The home team calls timeout. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risks and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
And there's a pick to snap the cold streak. Drills it from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to James. It's good.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's Melly. No points so far. Here's Hall. Throws it up high.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. And the visitors call time here. So both teams making some changes here. Gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Pass to Akobo. From outside the arc, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Cabangeli. Tice defending. Cabangeli, the pass to Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, Anthony certainly doesn't lack confidence. Spectacular move right there to free himself up.
Here's Blossingame, defended by Horton Tucker. Pass to Mirotic. Here's Akobo. Beyond the arc. Blossingame, no good. Now Anthony. The 3-ball. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
1:35 left now in the first quarter. Back to James. Unable to get that one. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Petrushev. Fires the three. Hits the three-pointer. And that'll tie this game up.
I just love the ball movement.
Shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. Anthony against James. Pass to Akobo. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Petrushev. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. So both teams changing it up here. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Here's Akobo. Takes a three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Anthony with a bucket.
Anthony matching the three from the other end. He's a competitor just like his dad was.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Akobo. And that's not going to go. First quarter wrapping up here, and it's a tie game. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
They've got Anthony, and it's Baberovic in at the shooting guard position.
Well, Anthony is going to see those gaps and exploit them. He's got good vision.
Here's the three. Sinks the tray.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Baberovic. Here's Petrushev. Jacks up a three. And he can't get that one. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Now Hayes. Here's Akobo. 6 points for him. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. Off target from three-point range. Shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. To the wing on the left. They set the pick. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Closed the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Uses the glass on the layup.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations. Getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And the visitors call time here. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Now, here is James. No good on the shot.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Dozier, the pass to James. Pass to Nedovic. Let's go with a three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Now here's Anthony. Check by James. Here's Hall. 5 on the clock. For 3, Anthony. And the three-pointer goes. Anthony's got 11.
A decent threat from outside. It's big for Anthony's confidence when he's knocking down those shots.
Pass to James. Hayes with a screen on Anthony. James inside. He's guarded by Anthony. James, that's good. James has gotten his second bucket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now here's Anthony for 3. And it's Dozier with the rebound. Now here is James. Pass to Nedovic. All alone. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Anthony. 11 points in the game. They set a pick. To the middle. Petrushev. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Smart pass by Anthony. He has that good sense for when he should look to dish.
Here's Nedovic. 10 points for him. James outside to the paint. Here's Blossomgame. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Anthony. Gordon Tucker on the wing. And there's the screen. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta. Gordon Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
James passes to Hayes. Here's Nedovic. Hayes with a screen. Launches it. Nedovic, good. Nedovic has got 13.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Pass to Petrushev. Launches a 3. And it's Dozier with the rebound. Gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Here's Blossomgame. Here's Nedovic. He's got 13. James passes to Dozier. From deep three-point land. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Horton Tucker. Pass to Anthony. Some solid defense from James.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Here's Nedovic. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Back to James. Anthony grabs the board.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Pass to Melly. From downtown. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
And the visitors call time here. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago.
Well, their approach to shooting was phenomenal. They didn't force many threes, and when they got a good look, they drilled it.
Here's Dozier. 6 points for him. This one for 3. And that one's good. Mirotic. Mirotic has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Melly. to the left wing. Here's Baldwin. Cashes it in from 11 feet. Baldwin's got his second basket of the night. 1:49 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Nedovic. 13 points in the game. James, right side, to the left side wing. 4 on the clock. From deep. Mirotic can't get it to go. He's gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Out to the wing. 1:14 left in the half. Baldwin's shot is off. Gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Back to James. Lets it go from deep. That one no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Gordon Tucker, the pass to Hall. Outside Horton Tucker. Pass to Melly. Horton Tucker with it. James is there. Here's Kevin Kelly. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Shooting a nice 57% rate from the field in the second quarter. Out to James. Here's Dozier. James outside. Takes the three. He can't hit that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. They've got Taylor Horton Tucker, and it's Kevin Gelly in at the center position. Pass to Hall. There's a screen for the tie. He drops it from range. Hall's got 7 points.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
They've got James, and it's Nedovic in at the 2. Dozier can't get it to go.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's Baldwin. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Horton Tucker for the lead. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Horton Tucker's gone 1 of 5 from the field. Now James. Here's Nedovic. And here's Tice. Paddles through traffic and lays it in. He has 6.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Here's Baldwin. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Shooting around 53%, a nice number. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And there's James from the arc. Melly with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Down low for the lead. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 7.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Nedovic. Here's Dozier. 6 points for him. Gets the 3 to fall. Dozier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 7. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. James outside. Pass to Dozier. Fires for 3. Baldwin with a rebound. Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he drives in. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And the visitors call time here.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Here's Dozier. Horton Tucker grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Pass to Hall. Here's Baldwin. Horton Tucker on the wing. Here's Melly. Off target from outside. Shooting efficiently, 50% so far. And here's James. Here's Nedovic, defended by Horton Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Mirotic, and it's blocked. Here's Baldwin. Baldwin's got 7 now in this quarter. Here's Nedovic. 13 points in the game. Pass to James. Floats one up. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Here's Horton Tucker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Horton Tucker's got 5 now.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Here's Dozier. James with the ball. Shot on the wing. The shot off that time.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Here's Cavangeli. Give him 8. Pass to Baldwin. 3-pointer. And it's Dozier with the rebound. James outside. There's the screen. 3-pointer. He drops it from range. James has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
The home team calls timeout. Here's Cavangeli. Pass to Hall. Here's Melly. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Yes, it's good. Musa's got his first basket.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Tice sets a screen. Inside. Pass to Akobo. Lets the three fly. And Musa pulls it down. Gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Here's Baldwin. Here's Hall. He's got 7. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep. Musa's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Pass to Nedovic. Here's Akobo. Now here's Tice. Here's Dozier. He's got 9. Sinks the tray. Akobo's got 9.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Baldwin. 11 points in the game.
Out of bounds.
Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
.141 left in the third quarter. Here's Blossingame. Pass to Nedovic. Here's Akobo. Shoots. It's hauled in by Petrushev. Here's Hall. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. And it's Mirotic with a rebound. Mirotic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Dozier. Here's Akobo. 3-pointer. Melly with a rebound. Melly's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Baldwin. 11 points in the game. And it's Hall missing. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Akobo. Pass to Nedovic. There's a screen. To the inside. Here's Mirotic. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Leading by 3. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Taylor Horton-Tucker, and it's Anthony in at the point. Now here's Anthony. Shot's good by Petrushev.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Petrosev's gotten it done so far from the field, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Pass to Akobo. James outside. Fires the 3. It's intercepted. On the wing, Anthony. Sinks it from distance.
Well, for shooters, it's all about flow and rhythm. Right now, it's all clicking for Cole Anthony.
Pass to Blossingame. few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Count it.
Well, the defense wasn't really bothered by the screen, but he still managed to convert.
Here's Baberovic to the middle. Shot's good by Petrushev. Petrosev's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Hayes with a screen. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
James against Anthony. Pass to Petrushev. The three ball. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Akobo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Horton Tucker. Pass to Anthony. He takes it in. Here's Petrushev. Out of bounds. Tice is checked in for Hayes. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Akobo. Lets it go from deep. And Musa pulls it down.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Tice outside. Down low. Here's Blossom Game. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. James against Anthony. James, that's good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
To the wing on the left. Inside. Here's Kevin Gelly. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Now, here is James. From outside the arc, hits the trifecta. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
James against Anthony. Here's Kevin Gelly. And the foul is called. He missed it. So he's got a couple of free. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Anthony with a bucket.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Blossom Game. Back to James. Lets the three fly. Not going to go that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Anthony with it. Picked up by James. Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Musa. Here's Kevin Gelly. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
James against Anthony. Here's Akobo. Launches it. It's hauled in by Petrushev. Petrosev's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the basket by Horton Tucker.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
For them, nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Here's James. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. James has got 10 points in just the second half. The home team calls timeout. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Now here's Horton Tucker. Jacks up a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Now, here is James. Pass to Nedovic. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Baldwin. Now Anthony. Not that time. Here's Nedovic. Shoots from 12. He launches. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now here's Anthony. Here's Baldwin. Anthony! Misses the 3! Gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Tice, a screen on Anthony. Jacks up a 3! Oh, it's off!
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going. Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. And the visitors call time here. Hall's checked in for Anthony. A minute 42 left to play in the fourth. Now, here is James. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot. And he nails it!
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Shooting 61% for the game, knocking him down. Outside Horton Tucker. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
.46 seconds left in the game. Clock at 6. Puts up the tray. The triple drops.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Now, here is James. Banks it home. Big shot. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Hall. Lots of room. And he buries the jumper. And so they get the victory here at home. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy.